Welcome to your inspirational astrology weekend forecast for the weekend of November 16th, 17th, and 18th, 2012. I'm Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, the universe sure has us a party to go through this weekend. Let's keep the optimism going. Let's keep the fire alive, everybody. There is a lot of changes. Number one, let's start with Friday first. The moon goes into Capricorn. And so we shift all of our emotions from this real big surge we had yesterday of really wanting for the optimism, wanting to step into our beliefs, looking into our future, and now we step into some serious business. How do we structure our lives? How do we make our goals? How do we make our life happen? You know what? One thing about Capricorn is it is serious biz. It knows how to make it happen. And we are so emotional over this place. And it's good that our emotions tap into this first, because we do have Mars coming into Capricorn on Saturday. But Friday, the moon will make a square to Uranus. And you know what? It's time for us emotionally to tap into Pluto. As the moon conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn and squares Uranus, it's time to understand the changes we must make in the structure of our lives, in our rules, leaving behind old rules, stepping into this new unique self. And it can be a little frustrating if you're starting to understand that there are such deep, intense changes that are required in order for us to really step into this new, exciting part of our lives. And it can be frustrating if you're really wanting the excitement, yet you're noticing there are parts of ourselves that are holding on to this old system in our lives. And it does force us to emotionally feel the changes we must make. And since we are in Scorpio, where change is it's all about change, right? Change city. It does make us take a look at, you know what are the walls in our life? What is the system in our life that really is getting in between? Yes, we're very emotional. There are goals we want to make. But in order for these goals to happen, we need to understand that it takes a plan. And you know what? It takes a plan of change. It takes a plan of leaving behind the old system. Now, Saturday is a crazy, solid day with so much happening. Mars goes into Capricorn. Shifting from Sagittarius and moving into Capricorn, this is a different energy. Mars, really led us into new beliefs, really gave us and forced us to learn a lot. I got to be honest with you. The one thing about Sagittarius is, yes, it's positivity. Yes, it's really opening up to new beliefs, but it is making us learn a lot. Yes, there have been lots of lessons in the changes that we must make. Now it's time and really be tested. It's time to force ourselves to really build a new structure in our life, to really come into some goals in our life, to really build for the changes that we are going through. And Mars in Capricorn is going to be one to remember. That's because Mars is going to tap into this Pluto and Uranus square here in the next couple weeks. So we will be talking about this more. But on Saturday, the main show is the Sun and Mercury conjuncting with the North Node. This is intense because Mercury conjuncts with the Sun, which means Mercury and the Sun come together for a great understanding. Now it's a retrograde understanding. This is an important place to really remember here in your life, because this is a new way of reviewing the changes you must make in your life, really understanding the deep part of yourself, really going in and inside of your life and really having a reflection and a view to really consciously understand what are the big changes in your life that you must make. And so Saturday is very serious as we still have that moon in Capricorn. It is a serious day to look at our mind, to see that this is where the change is happening. So take a look at Saturday. However you are feeling, whatever the circumstances may be, this is a day to pay attention to. This is the stuff the universe wants us to change. This is the stuff the universe wants us to commit to, the changes we make to the structure in our life, and really stepping into a new state of mind, a changed state of mind, a powerful one that goes for our true and 100% what we truly want in our lives, what we truly want to go for. Now, it's a very important day as well because the moon will then square over to Venus, which can be a little bit difficult near the end of the day, but it is just a gut check to remember, what is this part of your system in your life? Is it emotionally getting in between how you feel great in your life, how you feel warm, how you connect to others? Are you being a little bit too serious emotionally? Are you going to lighten up a little bit and open up? It is such a powerful day, Saturday, to not forget the optimism, to not forget that you are going through the changes, and they do take time. But not to forget that in order for us to find balance, in order for us to find harmony, it is all about us really stepping into feeling good, finding ways to connect to others, finding ways to find the peace in our own lives, and understanding that big changes are coming, that big changes take a long time, that we are cutting real deep. We are dealing with issues that have been hidden deep in our lives, which can be really hard to deal with. Now, going into Sunday, we really do change things up. That is because the moon goes into Aquarius, which will bring up this new emotional energy. After all the seriousness, it really will be a time to emotionally open things up and really step into this excitement. Yet it will square Saturn. So again, if there's a restriction in your life, something that's holding you back, and you're very emotional, wanting to feel free again, you know what? Tap into feeling good again. Tap into, yes, there are changes happening. It's time to understand that there is so much change happening that it can feel frustrating because there's a lot of work to happen here. But to remember that we are stepping into innovation, that we are taking a satellite look into our lives Saturday after big changes in the head, after really now charging forward into some serious business to make our life change, to change the structure of our life, and really step into this new unique self. And making sure that we're keeping an open mind, a good optimism in our lives, and to make sure that all the information in our life that we are gathering, that we're taking it and we're sending it forward to the big changes we must make. So this weekend, you will remember it. We are in between two eclipses. We just had one on Tuesday, and then guess what? We have a lunar eclipse here in about a week and a half. And then, you know what? Whenever you're in between two eclipses, this is a very fated moment. And you know what? We are learning that the fate comes from the deep stuff inside. That there is stuff we must face. That we must have the power in ourselves to make the changes. That nobody can do it for us. Yes, we're learning with Venus in Libra that, you know what? Our connections are important. That the people that we do have around us are there to help us, that are here to lend us a lending hand and to give us some harmony and balance in our life. But the truth is that we must make the changes deep in ourselves, that we have to go through so much in our life, that we have to change our heads. We need to go in the directions to what we truly desire and get rid of all the walls that are coming between us and receiving beauty from the universe, beauty from our partners, beauty from our friends, and beauty from the world that surrounds us. So it'll be a very exciting weekend. My sale on my 1-hour readings ends on Sunday, so book now at david-palmer.com. Also check out all my other products in the MP3 store and in the store. It's all here from you. I am here. Book now at david-palmer.com. I'll see you guys on Monday.